Hey everyone, this is Dr. Amy Abelar, and this is going to be a quick little tour of Acupuncture Practice Systems so that you can check out what is inside the membership before you subscribe. So, we're going to go through the three different tiers, but first we want to start with your feed. Whenever you log in to your account, you're going to see the feed, which shows here in order of most recent the things that were posted into any particular category. So, most recent to least recent, it's going to be in order there for you. So if you're wondering if you've missed a post, this would be where you would come to see what is the most recent thing that's been posted if you've gone through all the material and you're looking for new content. This is going to be where new members are going to start. So in here, we have the full tour of Acupuncture Practice Systems, goes over all of the details. Here is where you can give feedback of other topics that you would like for us to create content on so that you can get the most out of the membership. And then we've got other things here about how to know when you are ready to upgrade to Flow or Clinical Architect if you are starting out in Roots. And then a little bit of information about myself. And then I would highly recommend you check out this link here for legal advice. I've been using this membership for 10 years and it's been just absolutely amazing. Way, way, way worth the money that I've spent. Okay, so let's get started. When you are in Roots, you have access to anything in this category over here underneath of this highlighted section of Roots. You're going to have access to legal and business setup documents. So we will go over all sorts of things through here. There's a video on understanding your break-even point. A lot of these tabs will have content in the video as well as, content in the post as well as a video. And then there are other ones where it's more just specific content, or it can be something that is content and then also has an actual document here that you would be downloading. So lots of content as you can see through here. We've also got setup and clinic systems. We have conversations that you would be having with patients. We have Marketing 1.0. This has lots of information in it on how to start marketing your practice. And then all of the templates that we do have for you are able to be customized in Canva. And our wonderful Susan has made a little demo video here with instructions for how to take each of these templates and customize them with your own logo, your own business name, your own colors, all of the things. So that way, when you are accessing the social media post or the marketing materials that we have, you can customize them to your own brand. And then, of course, we have CEU courses. And this is where you're going to get access to the information. I'm not going to click it and show you what it looks like because it does have the code in here for how you're able to access that CEU for free as part of your membership. Now, if we scroll down, the next tier is going to be Flow. So Roots is for people who are just getting started out or they want to make sure that all their ducks are in a row, that their business is set up in a legal and sustainable way. And then Flow is more going to be for acupuncturists who are looking to expand their clientele, refine their services, refine their systems. So, as an example, through retention and patient experience, we have a lot of different topics through here about how to manage higher patient volume, how to handle reviews that someone may have left without breaking HIPAA, extremely important. How to talk to patients who are objecting to treatment or asking questions because they're skeptical, improving rebooking. Lots of content in here. Patient acquisitions, same thing. So, we talk a lot about some of the different things you can add into your practice, as well as how to build referral relationships and lots of example templates in here. Within our clinic systems, this is going to be where you're going to see all sorts of resources for if you were to provide community acupuncture, things that you may want to consider. So we have front desk administrative task checklist here. I know a lot of people who are going to be in the Flow tier are not at a point where they're ready to hire somebody. But this is a nice document that just lists out a million things that your acupuncture receptionist can do for you that will majorly free up your time. So if you look through that list and you think, oh my gosh, it would be so nice to delegate all of that stuff, highly recommend upgrading to Clinical Architect, where we give you everything you're going to need in order to successfully interview, hire, onboard, and train your receptionist. Um, Also in here, we have the marketing template bank. So again, instructions on how to customize and a million things through here. Just, I mean, scroll, scroll, scroll. there's there's a lot in here for the marketing template bank that you get when you are a Flow member. And then we also have images. So these are images that you can use that are ones that we have paid for. A professional photographer who came into our office and did take photos that we do own, and you are able to use these in your website, your marketing materials, and more. We have more video, or excuse me, we have more images, and we also have B-roll video, which are great for Facebook and Instagram posts. We've got lots more since we just got our photos back and from our second shoot, but they have not been added in there yet. Okay, so as you go up in tiers, you're going to have access to more CEUs. So as a Flow member, you have access to everything that's in Flow as well as everything that is in Roots. So anything in your tier or the tier that is below yours, you will have access to. So you do have access to Marketing 1.0, and you have access to getting your acupuncture business established as part of your CEUs in Flow, even though those are Roots level. But you also have access to Marketing 2.0, navigating personal injury liens in acupuncture practice, clinical time management for acupuncturists, and interprofessional communication for acupuncturists. So I highly recommend taking those CEUs so that you can have access to all of that content. And then comes clinical architect. So clinical architect is for any acupuncturist who is looking to go beyond just themselves as being the only revenue generating source, and also um, looking into hiring somebody who's an admin. So we have front desk training, we have operations, we have thinking like a clinic owner, which I love. It is where I help guide you and coach you on how to think like a clinic owner, exactly as it says. These are coaching videos in here. Lots of amazing topics, lots of things that you need to be keeping in mind if you want to successfully grow your team. We also have things for renting out rooms. I can show you that section here. So we've got social media posts for a room for rent ad. We have navigating how to determine whether or not you should be renting out a room or should you use that for adding on patients. And we've got lots of documents. So we have a sample room for rent listing. We have the lease agreement. We have a notice to vacate the premises. We have a way of keeping track of your room rental and listing. We have tenant closing protocols. So if you were to have somebody who's going to rent a room from you and they're going to be there outside of your hours, you want them to know exactly what they have to do to keep the building secure when you're not there, and how you expect them to leave the state of their room if they are a part-time tenant, right? So let's say they're renting Monday through Thursday, you use the rooms Friday through the weekend. We've got a specific protocol that we say, hey, at the end of your day on Thursday, this is the condition that you need to leave the room in, so that when our staff comes in on Friday, it's not a mess, and they're not left with something unexpected. So everything you could need for renting out rooms is going to be in this section here. This is an image bank for massage. So any images that you're going to need for acupuncture are going to be included in Flow. And then clinical architect, because a lot of times people who are growing and expanding their practice are also going to be offering other services like massage therapy, as an example. This is my page is not loading, so it's looking like there's not more in here, but there are a lot more photos in here for you that are available for massage. And we've got our advanced marketing templates. So these are a whole bunch of extra templates in here. We stopped posting for a little bit. There are way more in there now, but the next level in here is going to be CEU courses that are available for clinical architect. And then I should jump back here to this staff hiring and managing. So this is going to be everything you need for hiring either a receptionist, a massage therapist, or another acupuncturist. And there's going to be training checklists, dress codes, payroll instructions, manager job description. We have our sexual harassment policy. We have room cleaning protocols. We have employee manuals for all of the different types of employees that you might have. We have a key agreement form if your receptionist is going to need access to having a key. We have forms for, unfortunately, when there are incidences and you have to investigate an incident or somebody needs to report an incident. We have all of these. We have write up forms. We have forms for people to sign acknowledging their responsibility for clocking in and out, a meal break waiver. Honestly, on and on and on and on through here. Sample job postings, sample interview questions, just tons and tons of content. So, um, if this is something that sounds like something that you would be needing for your practice to help you succeed, and if there's things in here that you, again, explore and you think, oh, this prompted another question and I don't see the answer in here, or I don't see a video or a post on that topic, comment it, right? Comment it up here in this new Start Here tab with Help Us Make Acupuncture Practice Systems Better. And we would love to hear what it is that you want us to add so that we can help make the membership more well rounded and answer every acupuncturist question so that you all can have amazing success. So we hope to see you in the membership. This is the end of the quick little tour of what you would have access to. And again, just to reiterate, Roots members have access to Roots, Flow members have access to Roots and Flow, and then Clinical Architect has access to all three tiers. So we were looking forward to having you as a member and enjoy the next